I'm just going to share with you guys my personal experience of joining the Ninja Monkeys on July 19th and having 42 followers. And now, almost exactly 4 months later, I am pushing 1K followers and sitting at 14 average viewers. And I definitely don't think that would have been any of that would have been possible without being a part of this amazing community. And some of the things that I did to network in Ninja Monkeys is, of course, number one, joining up in raid trains because that is where you meet a lot of people, meet a lot of the streamers. You basically get to meet 14 new streamers every time you join a raid train. And being active in the raid chat how we encourage people to engage and interact, for you went to go see, or the people who are in the raid train are going to see a bunch of different streamers. However, for the streamer, only one train came through that day. So the streamer, you getting raided, you remember the people who were engaging with you. And a lot of the times I do, when the raid train comes by, if there was somebody who was particularly like standoutish, then I will go back and follow them, even if I don't go follow everybody who followed me that day. That's kind of like the lines along the lines what I want to share about that I feel like is the most important part of networking is, when is the last time can you say that you actually went to somebody's stream, just opened up a tab for them, and not doing the open up 20 tabs and let me lurk for everyone, but really interacting and getting to know a streamer of the person that you're watching. You shouldn't be opening up 20 tabs anyways because none of them will count as a view. Um, but for me, I spend about 80% of my time networking, and that is watching people's streams and going there for real support and connecting at a level that goes beyond hi and how are you doing, and then after your answers, dot, 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 nothing else. But actually getting to know them, going into people's streams and doing that. I would like to challenge all of you to maybe this week, for an hour or two a day, go into somebody's stream. Of course, you're not going to be talking to them for an entire hour, but for like, let's say, even for 3 to 5 minutes, actively engaging in a chat and getting to know the streamer that you are watching. And doing that for two people at a time, because we're allowed to have two tabs open so that they actually get the view. But I only stream about once, maybe twice a week. But the once or twice a week that I do stream, they're very massive streams, like where people come through that I've been networking with throughout the whole week. I actually can't stream that much because of my schedule and because of my child and things like that. But and I'm not saying that you guys should just stream twice a week and network the whole time. Definitely not. I wish I could stream more because I think I probably would have even faster growth than I do now. But if you are limited on time, you should kind of allocate the time that you have from streaming, and kind of allocate some of that time to networking, because I see so often people, every time they play their game, they throw on their stream with their, you know, average gameplay with, no special effects. You're just literally churning on the stream because you want to play your game. I see so many streamers making this mistake, sitting at 1 to 2 average viewers. Sometimes the one viewer is themselves, and there's just streaming for countless hours hoping that somebody would come and watch. Twitch has very, very low discoverability. That's why people say streamers need to be on social media. They need to go out there and put themselves out there and network. What does this networking look like? Well, within our Discord, like I said, there's raid trains, but also you see our now live section, and you also see an area for where we post up our links, non-affiliate live and affiliate live. When I first started in this Discord, I would always go into the non-affiliate live section and choose two people from there that I can go and support. And for the non-affiliates, like one view is like, oh my gosh, somebody is coming and watching my stream, so I can hit my three average viewers. And so it is uh I'm not just saying to do this only for non-affiliates, but it's a great place to start if you're like, there's 3,500 people in our Discord. Who do I go watch? Who do I go support? We have a now live section right now. There's only 41 people in there, but sometimes it goes up or it's in the 109. We have this resource basically of all these wonderful and amazing streamers that you can get to know. Imagine if you actually took the time by just going to two a day, maybe four a day if you have some extra time to allocate when your computer is not being used for gaming or streaming, that you can use it for to lurk two channels at a time, to go and hang out in two channels at a time, to get to know the streamers and sit in the chat at least for 3 to 5 minutes and then say, hey, all right, I'm gonna give you a lurk. I hope you have an amazing stream, and go on with that. What kind of transformation you can see in your own streams, because not with an expectation that they're gonna come watch your streams, but the support that you're giving to them, it'll come back around within the community, maybe from somebody else. Maybe like maybe I went to go watch Oxilo stream and I was hanging out with him chat, but when I stream, it's the time that he sleeps, so he won't be able to come see my stream. But Ninja Fry will come hang out in my stream. Does that make sense? We all spread the love and then it goes around, gives around. And we have this support appreciation channel where you can tell who you're watching, and also who came by to your stream, so that we can shout each other out, which is another great way to network within our community. And on the flip side of that is, when you are streaming, when somebody comes into your stream, how often does it happen that they say hi, you say, how are you doing? They say fine, and then, how are you doing? And you say fine, and the conversation ends there. You just lost a golden opportunity to build a relationship with your viewer because you're focusing on your game. So I do a thing where I don't play ranked on stream. I try to not play ranked on stream. I sometimes do play ranked, but
Can I
uh,
ask something? What
yes,
competitive game do you play?
I play Dota. I play Dota, like strictly Dota and
Oh,
Candy
okay.
Crush, but
Okay.
Dota is like League of Legends. It's a MOBA, Dota 2. And Dota is a very, very difficult game to stream because it needs 100% of your focus 100% of the time, because something can happen like 1 second.
Yeah, so
It's
what's
like a
your
fight breaking
so
out.
I play a bit of Overwatch. What would your advice be on, like you said, a game that takes 100% of your focus when stream?
Well, I know you can play ranked or competitively where like it counts as your MMR, and then there's like in Dota there's something called a turbo version, or the normal unranked. I try to play unranked while I'm streaming because I think it's important for streamers to differentiate between you being a gamer and you as a streamer. And when you, as a gamer, I play a lot of offline Dota as well. And that's when I play ranked, so I can rank up and gain MMR and do that. But when I stream, I make sure that I am a streamer. And being a streamer means that you are aware of your chat and engaging in the conversations and pausing your game sometimes. Um, to shout out somebody who gave you a raid. I know that game is important to you, but I think when you are streaming, that you putting your stream before your game can also give you a lot of success as a streamer. Um, unless you are a professional level player and you have crazy amazing moves, or maybe you have this one hero or champion or character that you're super good at, that people come to like learn your gameplay, more often than not, an average just gamer throwing on their game to stream, people don't usually come to watch your game. They come to watch you and hang out with you. And so when you have somebody new coming into your stream to check out your stream, to give you some love and hype from NMSS, they probably don't know what your game it is that you're playing or anything about the game. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have a lot of people who come from NMSS just to come to support me and not about the game. So imagine if I'm staying there silent, just watching, like playing my game, hitting my creeps, and they're like, hi, and I'm like, hey, and then like dead silence. I want to encourage all of you guys, take the time to get to know your viewer. Just as if you went into somebody else's stream and was supporting them and was trying to engage with them, but they aren't able to carry the conversation on, it's very likely that you won't go back to watch their stream. But if you have somebody who is giving, not just giving you shout outs, but taking the time to know you from their game, and engaging in a conversation and asking you questions about the games that you play and making you feel special as the viewer there, you are more likely than not being like, oh, this person is a cool streamer, let me go watch them again. Um, I think being a streamer is extremely difficult. People think that, oh, I'm playing this game so often, let me just turn on Streamlabs OBS and then people can watch me play a game. You can do that, but I can guarantee you won't be a successful streamer, like I said, unless you're a professional gamer who is has super high skill where they don't even have to say anything and people will still watch them because their gameplay is so crazy. But even high level players, they do interact and engage with their audience. But being a streamer that is just starting out with low viewership and you're trying to network, we should definitely be putting our focus into interacting and engaging and taking the conversation beyond, hi, how are you doing, when one viewer comes into your stream.
Oh, sorry. Can I ask
Go
something?
ahead. Yes, of course.
Because obviously you're talking about interacting with the viewers and things like that. And
Yes,
obviously it's
yes.
really hard to think about what to say to them. So one thing that I try and do is, say, introduce them to what game it is, what I'm doing at the moment, things like that. But what other things would you suggest in saying when a new viewer comes in? Like, what things do you
I
say?
love this question. Okay, so everybody has their own thing. I think this is a chance for you to be unique. And I think all of us as streamers kind of has to discover what is unique about you and why someone would want to return to your stream. For me, at times, I like to sing. Just in general, it's good to have some topics that you'd normally discuss. For me, when somebody comes into my stream that I've never seen before, I always start with, how did you find my stream? And were you just browsing through the Dota category? Or are you an NMSS member? Or are you from a Facebook group that I'm a part of? Or another Discord? I like to see, and I always like to hype up that community that they are a part of, that they came from. More often than not, it is from Ninja Monkeys, and I have the NMSS command ready and say, yes, if anybody in my chat would like to know about Ninja Monkeys, so and so is from there, and it is an amazing place. Look at the support, and I always give back to that. But a topic of like my choosing, and I think everybody should kind of have some topics that are interesting to you that you want to know about your viewers. For me, I like to ask what was for breakfast, lunch, or dinner from wherever part of the world because I love talking about food, and I think food is like a good way to connect with just anybody from any walk of life because everybody has to eat 3 meals a day. You don't have to use food, but maybe it is the game that they're playing. What kind of games do you play? And for me, it's like, oh, I can't play FPS games because I can't, I'm like incompetent at turning and walking and moving at the same time, and I will just be shooting at the ground or shooting at the sky. Maybe it is something funny, like a topic that you know something that is humorous about, or something that is close felt to your heart. I think those are all things you should have prepared in advance as a streamer, things that you can talk about with your audience. You don't have to spend the entire time talking just with your audience. There are going to be moments of 15 people uh hanging out in your stream, but nobody is talking, and that's okay. I respect the lurkers and I love the lurkers. However, when somebody new comes into my stream and says the hello, I'm stopping in from Ninja Monkeys, or I'm stopping in from where so and so, or I saw your link up in Reddit, um, and then they come to engage, then you definitely want to make that person feel special. That goes beyond hello and how are you doing and then dead silence, which I've experienced myself going into other people's stream. Like I'm trying to talk to them, but they're so engaged in their game that like they don't say hi to me, or they say hi, but that's about it. I want all of us to not be like that streamer that you guys go to and you guys are like, okay, I'm probably not going to come back to this stream. Be the streamer that you go and check out and they're so engaging you and they're so welcoming and loving on you. And of course, it helps to have cool effects and improving your content so that it can get better. But even if you don't have all the bells and whistles, you yourself genuinely welcoming them and interacting with them and making them feel special and really just having genuine gratitude that they are there watching your stream, that in itself will like that they will feel it and want to come back to your stream, even if you don't have some crazy like all like state of the art effects and all the cool crazy stuff that really good streamers do. Loving on them when they come into your stream is such an important part of networking, is you being the streamer and networking with your viewers, and also you being a viewer and networking with the streamers that you are supporting. I think you will really see a huge difference in your streams when you are using both ways of networking. Of course, supporting other people's stream is so important. I'm gonna move away from a little bit away from being in the streams and viewing streams and supporting other streams, but also utilizing our Discord as a mode of networking and how to do that. We have an social area called General and Support Appreciation, Art, Foodies, Memes, and Gifts. All of these places are wonderful places to network. Um, when is the last time you guys have sat in general chat for even like 10 minutes out of your day and just started talking with and engaging in the conversation that is happening at hand? Um, you know, of course, we don't allow self promo, but naturally through the conversations that happen and getting to know the person, maybe you can ask a question. Oh, when is the next time you're streaming? And answering that question will not be self promo because obviously somebody asked that to them. You shouldn't just be posting up your stream schedule and saying, hey, come watch me, but with a genuine interest in the person that you're engaging in conversation with, what kind of games they play, or even just something that happened in throughout the day for them. I think it's very important to focus on networking at a level that goes beyond, hi, how are you doing? Because I see so much of that. It's just, hi, how are you doing? "Oh, I'm doing good. What are you doing this afternoon? I'm doing this." And then the conversation stops. Um, in any of this, even in the foodies channel, if you consistently post up pictures of your food, somebody will notice and ask you about how you made it, or if you cook like that often, or, I enjoy this kind of food. Those are all conversations that is perfect opportunity for networking in a something that goes deeper level than, hi, how are you doing? I think food is a really good way for people to connect. Introductions is a great place to get to know new members of our Discord. Imagine reading an introduction and then going into their streams and talking about what they had mentioned or something that they had said they liked, like you did your homework before you go into their streams to connect with the streamer. Like, how special would you feel if somebody came into your stream after reading your introduction and doing that, but you being that streamer that does that to go support people? All of these things with networking will only work when we do it, and it is work. And streaming is hard work. Not turning on OBS and turning on your game and starting your stream. That's not the work part, but it is the networking part that it is the work. Another good way to network is by inviting people to the Discord. I know I've made a lot of amazing connections outside of the Discord, like on Reddit, and somebody read my Reddit post and then I DM'd them our link, and I still keep my DMs open with them on Reddit and talk about how amazing Ninja Monkeys is, or how are you enjoying the Ninja Monkeys? Do you need any help with the Ninja Monkeys or navigating? And there is a connection. That person is forever thankful to me for introducing them to the Ninja Monkeys. And also, now I have a new friend who I invited to the Discord, but now I have a new friend within the Discord that I can network with and support each other in the streams. All of these things will not work if we don't implement it, though. Anything I share about networking, it is work. Um, when I say you separate you being a streamer and you being a gamer, being a streamer is extremely difficult. Not only do you have to improve your content constantly, but you do have to network in order to grow your stream. Going both ways, being the viewer of a streamer's dream and being the streamer of a viewer's dream, as in the interaction and engagement that happens going both ways. And I hope all of you guys can take some of this information and, like, starting today, you can implement it into your streams.